What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's November 4th, and today's the day Vicky's moving out here. Tomorrow we're officially moving her in, but she's coming. She's getting her new keys to her keys to her new place. What's going on? Not much. I played a little Delta Wars last night with my buddies. I figured now that Vicky's moving here, I'm not really going to have much or as much time to play video games, which is fine. The video games were kind of keeping me sane until she could move out here, so that's okay. Zcash is down, so I think I mentioned it yesterday, but it seems like every day it's dropping like $5 per day take home. So what I need to do is just kind of keep mining while I can, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out where to go from this next. Like, should I just cash out and sell off all my mining gear, or keep dinking around with it? So I don't know. I just don't know. Since I got out of work yesterday, I did buy a few more lots or orders of Carm. Like I said yesterday, I'm basically just buying up anything that's cheap that comes to the auction block. I don't even know what I got now. I think I got over 2 million Karma coins. Oh, I did finally get my... It's hot in here, sorry. I did finally get my local wallet to replicate fully for my Karma tokens, and once it got done replicating, it worked. So I had transferred yesterday 10 Karma coins from my exchange wallet to my local wallet, and so it was on the blockchain. I just needed to replicate it, so that's what I did. And yeah, so I have until the 8th to do the buy-in. So I don't know what that comes out to. 2 million Karma coins probably converts over to 200,000 Karma tokens. So it's going from ticker symbol KARM, K-A-R-M, to KTN. So Vicky says she's going to be up here around 3 p.m. and after that, then she's going to get her keys, do a little bit of grocery shopping, unpack her car, and then we're going to be hanging out tonight after work. So that's all that's on the agenda for today, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Alright, so here is my bad graphics card. It's a gigabyte, kind of shows up, R9 390 card, and I don't know what's wrong, I can't figure it out. So need to swap the serial number. There it is on that sticker, and I was looking, the sticker is not going to peel off, like there's no way. So I was looking, and there's like 4 screw holes or screws that hold this plate on. So I was thinking of just swapping the plate itself, or the heat sink. Yeah, I don't think that other serial number in there is anything. So I'm gonna try to get this heat shield off. Maybe even have to remove the cooling stuff, but in that way I can get to those 4 screws and unbolt just this plate. Oh my god. Okay, so first thing I did was I popped off the fan assembly and just kind of swung it over so I didn't have to disconnect these 2 wires. To get to these 2 bolts, these 2, this one and this one, I had to remove the graphics card heatsink. So this is the thing that dissipates all the heat. This is the actual GPU, or graphics processing unit. It's just like a CPU in your computer or anything else. These look like probably to be like memory or RAM chips, and they got those all heat sinked as well. You can see how they were taping them right to the card. So yeah, now I can get to these 4 bolts and pop off that bottom plate. Alright, what's happening, everybody? Just getting out of work for the day. It's been a very busy day all day today, and as you can see, I'm a little happy. So I got some news to announce, and what I think I'm going to do, instead of mentioning it twice, because I'm going to basically provide a recap for the entire week, but maybe what I'll do is I'll sit down Vicky and explain it to her, and then roll my camera, so that way I don't have to explain it to the camera and to Vicky. But it's been a good day. So I got, in a nutshell, some of the stuff I got done. I got another card in the mail today, and I got that up and running. And Claymore was released, so I doubled, well, maybe not doubled, but almost substantially increased my hash rate because of a piece of software that came out. Now I'm excited. I still got to check the values and all that, but it keeps the estimated earnings keeps climbing. I think previously I was making like 15 and 20 bucks a day in Zcash, and now it's going to be 25 to 30 or so per day. The value of Zcash is plummeting all day today, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Vicky arrived. She's here finally. She got her new place, and not only that, but she is there now. So that's where I'm headed, is to her new place, and it's gonna be awesome. So we got just some boring stuff to do tonight. We gotta go grocery shopping, both of us, and other than that, yeah, I gotta get home to soak the loaves. So stay tuned for more. All right, she's in the car. She's not in view. She's hidden. How you doing?
Great.
Good. We just unpacked her car, and tomorrow's the big day to finish moving in. So what I wanted to tell you was, you probably remember me talking about it here and there and stuff. So like up until now, or this week, I've been mining Ether and Siacoin and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like as time goes by with these cryptocurrencies, the difficulty gets greater.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
because the numbers get higher.
Yeah, and you basically can't mine as much with the same amount of hardware. So before I was able to mine 1 Ether a day, now I'm only down to like 0.5 or 0.6 Ether per day. So along with that, typically when cryptocurrencies, when the difficulty goes up, the value goes up.
Right. Because
they're getting more and more scarce or harder to
supplies.
Yeah. So what happened though was kind of the opposite for Ether. For multiple reasons, the value kept dropping, and at one point it was like $22 per Ether. Now it's like 10 bucks. So this week I started mining something called Zcash.
Right.
I mentioned it to you before.
Yep.
So I was getting like I don't know, like 15 to 20 bucks per day, which is kind of like what I used to make mining Ether. So that's what I was doing with Zcash. Well, I took all my Zcash earnings, which is like, it's like 85 bucks, and I bought into a couple different companies or things.
Mm-hmm.
One was Arcade City, which is like a new IPO, initial public offering for this company or whatever called Arcade City, but I think I told you about it, right? So
Yep.
they're an Uber clone, and they want to do like cryptocurrency as their form of payment. So I bought into that this week, and then I wanted to get into this new one called Karma Coin or Karma Token, and I don't know, it's just, I just like the idea behind it. So this Karma Token is something that they started creating like 2.5 years ago, and it was like, it's listed as like an altcoin or alternative coin, so it's like really minuscule value. That's what makes it an altcoin. But so it was originally called Karma Coin, and now they want to like make it legit, and they're gonna reinvent it and call it Karma Token. And the premise behind it is like, you know, use these tokens to like reward or pay people for doing good things. So they originally had the premise like, you know, just like you like someone's post, or like someone does something online for you that's awesome, it'd be synonymous kind of like that. So instead of liking it, you'd send them a Karma Coin or Karma Token or something. So so I heard about all this through my crypto guild, and the guy that runs the crypto guild is creating this new token as well, or one of the guys. So what I spent the last day doing was trying to find Karma coins. So what they're doing is you can use or cash in your old Karma coins and convert them over to the new Karma token. And like, so it's almost like an IPO for a coin. So like for every 10,000 Karma coins, you get one Karma token or whatever. It's the new one.
Right.
So like I found an exchange, and I took my Zcash earnings, which was like $80 or something, and I had to buy all these old Karma coins. And then today it took me a day to replicate my wallet, the digital wallet. It runs on your computer locally,
right,
and it has to replicate the entire blockchain for that coin, which is Karma Coin, and it took frickin' forever, but I finally got it synced. So then I was able to withdraw my coins from the exchange into my local wallet, and then from the local wallet I can convert it over to the new tokens.
right.
So that's what I did. I bought it was like I said, like $80 or something, but I bought like, I don't know, 40 million Karma coins or something. So I think I got like, however the math is, I think I got like 3,000 Karma tokens. So I did the conversion today, and I was like, oh, cool. So it was, I equate it as like, you know, 3,000 tokens cost me maybe like $80 or $60 or something. So then, you know, I was talking with the guy and stuff, and I was like, hey, I noticed today that they listed and mentioned all the the board of executors or whatever, executives for this coin. And I was like, huh. I was like, that's pretty cool. So like, you know, this guy's the CIO, and this guy's this, and this guy's that. So then I was just like, hey, you know, if you guys need help doing anything, you know, I can help you guys out or whatever. He's like, really? He's like, are you good at like digging up like info and like researching and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I can do that, whatever. I don't know. So he's like, okay, well, you know, like, how much time do you think you could dedicate to this? I'm like, I don't know, like a couple hours a day. I was going off of what they had listed everyone else's duties or dedication was.
Right.
He's like, okay. He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, let's start out small and, you know, try it out and stuff. And, you know, if you keep up with it or whatever, then we can give you more like things to do. I'm like, okay. It's like a little club.
Right.
So then the guy's like, all right, you're going to be the chief intel officer of Karma Token. And I'm like, what? He's like, I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, you'll be paid 5,000 Karma tokens a week, paid every 2 weeks for your duties. And I was like, what the fuck?
What?
So, you know, I was like, that's 2,000 a month. And I like I said, I spent like that 60 or 80 bucks, and it bought me like maybe a few thousand or something. So I'm like, okay, you know, this is like what he's like offering before it comes out. And I'm just like, damn. And like, so right now it's like not worth anything.
Right.
So like if it takes off and picks up or whatever, you know, like let's say I get $200 worth of Karma tokens a month, that could be $2,000 or who knows, you know, like I don't even know. So I was like, need me to do? He's like, oh, just, start working on some documents for like general trading info and stuff, like just start work, like he's like, just work up a document on like definitions or terms, because I was asking them like, well, what does this term mean, what does that term mean? They talk in like their own lingo,
right.
know, and I'm like, I've only been in this for 2-3 months. These guys been in it for years. So let me know if you see any food that you want. So anyway, I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing or how to do it, but I guess I got to do something. So I wrote up a couple things and I shared them with him, and he's like, yeah, just keep making stuff and I'll look it over and give you feedback and input, like what we need or whatever. I'm like, wow, I'm like one of the cool kids now. So
you're in the club.
Yeah, I was like, oh, sweet. And all I did was invest like $80 or whatever and bought into it, and I was like really positive on the thing, and they're like, oh, this group's coming along, this is awesome, or, this reminds us of the old days 2 years ago when we were doing Karma Coin. I'm like, all right, whatever, dudes. So, and then I just wanted to get into the IPO for it in general. Like, I wasn't expecting to get on a board or whatever, but so then all that goes down, and then today one of the programmers, not related to Karma or anything, released Claymore for Zcash. Claymore is the program or the software for mining, and I used Claymore for Ether and Siacoin in the past. This guy's freaking software, I loaded it up. Luke and I both were like, holy shit. But we loaded it up, and I'm getting almost double my hash rate than the previous or the other software that I was using.
Right.
So it's like almost doubling my income. I was like, holy shit. So now I'm making like $25 to $30 a day in Zcash, but the problem is all the miners are like jumping on it. So like now the value of Zcash is plummeting. But,
right.
It's still more than Ether and all that. But I was like, dang. So it's been a pretty crazy day.
Wow.
So like all day today I had to deploy Claymore on all my machines, and then I also got a replacement graphics card today. One of my graphics cards is just like not working at all, and it's like a $300 graphics card, but there's only like a 1-month warranty through Amazon. I'm like, well, fuck, man. Like, so I was like, well, everyone else just buys another one and then returns the broken one. You know, I'm like, so I got the new one yesterday, and I was looking at it, and the serial number sticker was like, you could just tell, like if you try to peel it off, it's not gonna come off in like one piece. It'd be obvious. So I'm like, oh. Well, it was stuck to this like heat sink on the back of the graphics card. So I was like, maybe I can just take that heat sink off of both of them and swap them. So that's what I did today. So I basically had to disassemble 2 graphics cards completely, and it worked. So I was able to swap the serial numbers and stuff, and then I put the good one back together, and it seems to be working fine. So it's been quite the day, but I was just like, holy cow. So we'll see where this Karma stuff goes. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I just like the idea behind it, but I don't think anyone's actually gonna use it for anything. But
it's exciting though.
Yeah.
We both had an exciting day.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So I wanted to tell you that and not have to say it like twice, because I would usually say stuff like about my crypto to the camera for my vlog. But yeah.